about an old haunted house in Pensacola where my Aunt Dora Bab lived, and her sister Rosie, my mother. That's before I was born. She went down to Pensacola to spend some summer with her sister Dora. So she had went to bed that night. Well, there's a little table right beside the nightstand side of her bed. And anyway, Mama was getting settled in bed, and it said this thing. It said, "Rosie, Rosie, look at me, Rosie." And Mama asked him, where are you at? And she couldn't see nothing, And it said, "Under the table, look at me, Rosie." And Mama said she peeked, but she couldn't see nothing. But it kept telling her to look. And said she got so afraid till she jumped out of bed and went and got in the bed with Aunt Dora and told them what she heard. And they didn't believe her. But then the very next night, Uncle Dan was late coming in from work. And Aunt Dora she was afraid at night time, when dark time come anyhow. And she had a big stone, and she put against the front door. You know the front door had only had that little lock, not a good lock on it. So she put that big stone and said, this same thing. They knowed it was the same thing. It just opened that door, pushed that big stone away, and come right on in, pushed that stone right back up against the door, and went out the back door. Yeah. Aunt Dora, when Uncle Nan come in, she was afraid to open the door to let him in. Afraid it was that ghost going to get her. So after that, my Aunt Dora never let the sun go down with her there, before Uncle Dan come home. Because she was afraid it would come back. So that was the end of that story. So my Aunt Dora, they lived in a lot of haunted houses there. Scary. But they said that the old lady that owned the home said that she got behind with her taxes, and she didn't have the money to pay the taxes, and so they made her to evacuate the house, and she wouldn't do it. She just stayed with it. It was her home. She stayed with it. So they come in and they throwed her out. And she told them would never anybody live there in peace. And not too long after that, she died. And that house was haunted. And nobody ever lived there in peace after that. Because she'd come back to haunt them. So that was the end of that.